Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition together. My plan is to finish this, then we're gonna go Divinity 2 Original Sin as well, and hopefully you guys will join me on the journey together. I'm joined here today with my two kids. They're having lunch beside me. I tried to stream this game originally, but we had a little bit of an issue with the in-game audio where the conversations I was having with NPCs wasn't coming through. I think it had something to do with my audio controller being all messed up and weird. So I got that finally resolved. So we should be good to go. If not, just let me know in chat and or the comments in YouTube, because I'm going to upload this as well too. Alright, so without further ado, we're going to go classic mode. And let's go. Because I was testing it earlier, it should be working. The audio was you guys could hear the NPC conversations and everything like that. So okay, so we're gonna do a bit of a role play. Let's do Scarlet first. She's gonna be an AI. I'm not gonna control her conversation for obvious reasons, because it provides a little bit of a randomization as well as character to the game, right? If I control both characters' responses, we all know what the outcome will be. So if I was to randomize it a little bit, at least the outcome of conversations and or conundrums, it will be hopefully a little bit more fun, because it's not as predictable. So what class should we be? So we are source hunters, basically like the order of knights, if you will, who hunt and destroy magic source, right? So what should I get her to be?
Ooh.
Maybe an inquisitor. I guess inquisitor seems pretty cool. The visitors stroll through the town's silent streets. One among you is practitioner of dark magic. Show yourself. After the roll, faces shadow emerge from far. Another foolish source hunter, they call it. Run off while you can. The town is mine. Inquisitor stood from no longer. So she is like a full-on source hunter in that description. Could be a ranger, a shadow wayfarer. So what's the difference between a wayfarer and a hunter ranger? You know what? I think she should be inquisitor. Let's have her be an inquisitor. Okay, skin color. Let's see if we have something that is kind of Asian skin-ish. This one. And then let's see her head. Okay. Let's see, what face should we give her? No, that's a pretty cool looking one. Let's see her hair. This one's not bad. His hair, kind of afro. And this game is an indie game, so it's pretty well made for an indie game. I'm surprised. So, and it's on sale quite regularly on Steam too. So just show your support to the developers. And when just go on Steam, get yourself a copy. It's a very well made game. Everything is interconnected. For example, if the person is wet or they're standing in a puddle, then you can cast electricity and it will amplify the damage. Or if they're in, let's say, standing in oil, you can light the oil on fire and it will blow up. It will cause an explosion. So it's pretty well made, pretty crazy. What color should we make her hair? Sure, jet black. Underwear doesn't matter because we can't see it. Alright, let's go find a portrait that is close to what she looks like. We'll go with this. AI. What should she be? Free spirit. A priest, I guess. Because she's an inquisitor, right? So let's get her to be a priest. Because I tried with random, and sometimes she'll respond, let's say, how do I sometimes she'll respond with. It's very weird. Like, for example, there's a character NPC in the very beginning of the game where they're very down in their luck, asked if they could take a fish, and then one of the legionnaires caught him, and what she said was in the beginning, yes, take the fish. Then the guy came and asked if he paid for the fish. And the lady said, no, he stole the fish. So I think that kind of randomization is too much, because you should at least stick with what you originally wanted to say as a response, right? So we're not gonna do random. It's just it's a little bit too random. So I go priest with her. Oh yeah, yeah, customize her skills. It seems like she is going to be wand. So use the cost of attacking. Should I dual wield with her? Yeah, I could. Arrow thirst, pyrokinetic, and witchcraft. Okay. Personality, no masteries. Okay. What kind of skills can we change out? So fire. So we got air damage and fire damage. Pure touch will heal me when I take life from other people. Both of desecration. Bestow a damage boost. Malediction, weekends and curses. That's fine. We'll leave it as is. We're okay with that. I don't know. Should I get rid of dual? Let's go outside. And then now the main guy. We are Snowy Okra. And what class are we gonna be? I want to be a fighter. Fighter seems really cool. Let's customize you. Single-handed. That's fine. Defense. Armor specialist. Shield boost. And arms. So I got none of these personality either. That's fine. We'll add those. Perception. I'll bring down. And then base more strength. Get rid. Cure wounds is pretty good because it heals myself. Courage is pretty good too. Yeah, I think that's good. And let's see. No AI, obviously. I am going to control him in terms of responses. Gonna be Hispanic. That's a massive mustache. It's a warlock everything. So we're back in the beginning. So no mustache. No mustache, right? See the hair. Oh, the rotates here. Oh, okay. As you can tell, I'm still trying to figure out a large portion of the game. It's not really jet black for the color, it's more like brown. Yeah, I can have him have long hair. He is a fighter, but most of the time he's probably gonna have a hat on. So. Yeah, that looks about right. Looks about right. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go with this. We're fine with this. Alright, Snowy Okra and Scarlet. We are ready to go. Sit back, turn up the volume, and enjoy the story as we venture through the world of Divinity.
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Studios presents.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The captain wants you up on deck. Hear them gulls? Means we're close to shore. I don't ever you go in there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry enough for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the counselor in. Source in a city like Cyseal, nowhere safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Cyseal. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off on the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters.
Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. And the soundtrack is amazing. Voice acting is amazing. For an indie game, it's just crazy how well it was made. Alright, welcome. This is the world of Cyseal. Very cool. So, backstory on Snowy Okra. He has been raised in a noble family, and he joined the Source Hunters as a way to prove himself. So basically, any decision or dialogue decisions we are gonna make, we are gonna go the noble route. Whenever there's people that need help, or basically the righteous route. We're basically gonna take the righteous route with him, and then Scarlet, obviously the AI, is gonna with whatever response, with the priest response. So without further ado, let's go. Welcome to the beaches of Cyseal. Cyseal is a city, Adam. Okay, so we're gonna pick up skulls. By pressing Alt, you can see everything that's going on. 24 gold, that's good. There's some shells.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
It's fair. That's fair. Orcs are very brutish, so all they rely on a lot of strength, I guess. But look at how well this. Look at the environment. Look at the water. It's pretty crazy. Anything else to pick up here? There's a shell here. Oh, there's a backpack here. There's a box or a crate, sorry. Backpack. Let's see what's in the backpack. Rift Obelisk, -1 charisma, +1 lucky charm, -2 sight, -2 hearing, -2 movement immunity to blind. I don't know. It could be very circumstantial, I'm not sure. Alright. Zandalor's trunks. Where? We have Order of Brief History. The Order of the Source Hunters, a brief history. When Source was tainted so many centuries ago, sorcerers who had once brought great good began to yield a force of evil. When one of their kind, Brachus Rex, came to power, he instigated a war that would have undone Riverlawn, if not for the Council of Seven. These wise rulers ordered a new order of elite warriors, specially trained to fight the Sorcemen. Brachus was defeated and the Order of the Source Hunters began its legacy. Our objective is to eradicate the Source Menace from Riverlawn, one sorcerer at a time. Recognizing Source. Unlike other forms of magic, Source is particularly difficult to identify. Mages of many years experience may learn to sense the presence of Source. As others smell the sick, sweet scent of poison or hear the barely perceptible scrape of a sword loosened from its hilt. Source may be channeled through certain objects, weapons, gems, or metals. These are unpredictable, as Source itself and many inflict terrible harm or magnificent feats of healing upon either wielder or target. Methodology of the Source Hunters. Ours is an order of cunning and cleverness as much as strength and power. The well-trained Source Hunter will examine and question, lift every barrel, and analyze each testimony for the faintest breath of a clue. Nothing is insurmountable. If some knot puzzles you, mark its location upon your map and return to it when you've learned a better method of untangling it. There's no limits to a Source Hunter's resolve. No riddle is unknowable. No foe is unbeatable. No mystery unsolvable. Alright, that's our story. Our order is to investigate the recent murder of Counselor Jake and inspect the city of Cyseal for evidence of source magic. Your liaison in Cyseal will be a wizard called Arhu, who is anxiously awaiting your arrival. Due to the nature of your mission, we put at your disposal some of the most powerful spells and magics known to the Order, but treat them with caution and tread with care. Scrolls such as these are very rare. We'd advise you not to blow through your entire arsenal at once. Good luck and Godspeed. Signed, Captain Watros. Alright, let's go. Let's see what else we have. We have a corpse here.
Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What? Did you expect it to have an entourage?
Organize this a little bit. Let's have a hot bar for grenades. Hot bar for scrolls. Travelers journey. Rejoice, for the statues have granted my wish. Their whimsical nature, however, must not be taken lightly. So before I soar through the sky like an eagle, I shall attempt a mere hop from the cliffs down to the beach. This should be a small feat for a man that can fly. If this experiment is successful, the sun shall be my next target. New log. So a new log. Talking statues. No, I mean that he can have a cliff. So mysterious. Okay. Alright.
Can you believe this? The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues, of all things.
Pure madness. How can somebody be so utterly naive?
Rivellon is no stranger to the supernatural. He might well have flown into the sunset and looked down at us cynics laughing.
Alright. I think there's some more grey area here. Let's see if there's anything cool. No, nothing to pick up. Oh, there's more shells. Oh, more shells. I'm presuming the shells doesn't do anything. We probably will have to just sell it when we see a merchant. Yeah. Alright. I don't think there's anything else because this is just going back to where we started. Let's go move this way now.
Bye bye guys.
Let's see what we have up the stairs. Anything in this? Anything in here? Ah, I can't even go in there.
Fighting time. Fighting.
Source hunters.
fight.
How did they find us?
First fight of
Take
the
the
journey.
stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
As you say, Madam Conduit.
Arise, fair dead. Seize upon our enemies.
Alright. 2% chance of stun for 1 turn. Burning. Let's go stun this big guy. Oh, stun. Oh, maybe should go forward.
Fiery clutch!
Oh, nice. Easy. Alright, now for you.
Ramming speed!
Mind the back. Touch.
stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Oh, he's up. Crushing fist. Yeah, he's not. He's almost dead. Yeah, one left. Ouch. Let's just go know what happened.
Die, vermin!
Nice. So
Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside?
So she does fire damage and air damage. If it's just a normal attack, got it. Alright.
Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking?
We can't well turn away from such an odious show of sorts. Let's investigate the tomb and see what answers they might reveal.
Until we're briefed on our intended investigation, every wasted moment is an outright defiance of our orders.
Yeah, but it's source. We're source hunters. We gotta investigate. No? Alright, let's go. Let's go into the cave. Or stone gate.
Oh, this cave. I want to this cave.
Okay, nothing here. These are broken vases.
But ini aja nanti sekarang into and then tatai sama.
Yeah.
There's a word of poison. Careful.
This one. What? Oil flask. Okay. Chest. It's locked.
But you can attack it.
We have a cooking pot. Presuming that's for crafting. Let's. Oh, I can't. You target? No, we can't. There we go. Oh, I gotta heal myself. I got injured. Okay, do we have anything on the ground on that chest? A fanny, blossom, old cloth bracers. What do we got? What did I pick up? Firestone grenade, which I already did. We got this, which is 7. It's the same. Or you? You are 7. Okay, so that is garbage. I'm selling that. Alright, let's keep going. See what this place has in store.
Whoa, I did it, just open.
Pocket knife.
Hello?
Mug wine.
Take everything out and go. Hello?
Poison arrow. Money. No. Yeah, see how we can move some stuff? It's pretty crazy.
There's a tower.
So the environment is manipulatable. It's pretty crazy, this game. For an indie
Careful,
game,
there's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept here.
Like a dog. Hello?
So we're gonna set up this trap. Back to you. Yeah. So see how the ground is on fire right now? If I walk through it, there's a chance my characters will get burned. Oh, so it's already done. Let's go. This oil flask. And then what I found out with grenades is, depending on the dexterity, it could be very accurate or it could be very not accurate. It will be way off. It's pretty crazy. Nothing in these bosses. Anything in this boss? We have a chest key. I guess that's for this. Yeah. Outdated sword. What is this? Leather scraps. Anything in this? A starfish. Nothing here. Okay. Anything in this? Nothing. Let's see. It's pretty. The environmental music in this, like the ambiance, it's pretty. Definitely adds to the emotion of this being a crypt or a tomb of sorts.
I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
It seems like she is very, and she seems like she's going the thief route. She's very greedy, it seems like. What's in here? Check this first. A letter, old parchment. Read. Gravekeeper Requiem. Tend the graves in the antechamber before moving into inner rooms. To proceed, stand very close to the pressed door and press the button that appears. That's right inside. Okay. This game is going to have a lot of reading. It's going to be very slow paced, but the battles will be pretty fun. So I know some of you may not like it, but just bear in mind this is just that type of game where it's very story driven and where you have to, read a lot to understand what's going on. We have lockpicks.
That's where I see my girl.
Under lock and key.
Pick the lock. So, another old bracer knocked down in the house.
Know about it.
Yeah, what's in this bone pile? Another skull. Anything here? No, I think we have explored this entire area. We just came down from. Came down this way. Yeah,
Papa?
this way. Alright, next room, huh?
Now it's nice and stream.
Let's see what.
Because I can stream on my Nintendo Switch because I have memory gonna have to do talking.
Oh, my son is just saying he wants to stream his Nintendo Switch game later.
What's this?
Stream.
I found something.
Can we open this door?
I hope you all like this. We're playing Rogue now. Bye.
Yeah, my son's playing Rogue Company on his Nintendo Switch.
Run! We made short work of that door, but I don't imagine our weapons would survive such use for long.
The door is on fire. I can't walk through it. I do have rain scrolls, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth for such a little thing. Okay, fire is up. We're good to proceed. Fire resistance potion.
Okay, so
oh, I see a rain scroll on the table.
I'd like to.
What do we have?
Where are you gonna be? I'm gonna be.
What do we have going on here? Let's go pick up the rain scroll. So far, there's nothing going on here. Oh, I guess the rain scroll is for this. I could use it, or no. Oh, there's a water barrel. There's a water barrel here. There's nothing else there. I'm gonna save that rain scroll. I'm gonna hit it. It's strange. Oh, I'm not gonna use the ritual. Do have fireball. Get close enough to put that fire out. Alright, rain scroll it is. Where are you, rain scroll? Let's put that fire.
Time to get your feet wet!
Oh, I'm tripping.
Yeah, like I said in the very beginning, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy how, what's this? Headbutts. This is air damage. Oh, it's from that staff damage. Look at that. Look at how the elements are interconnected together, hey? Water can put out fire, and then fire can cause, oh, water balloon. Water balloon. Sure, I'll take a water balloon. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Where you can light oil on fire and such. So what's this? Branch. It's not the same damage. It's crushing damage, it's slashing damage. So different types of damage. Okay. When I was testing the audio, I got out of this. I got out of the cave. That's what I got. So After this, I don't know. Where
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Can I set up the trap like I did with the other one?